Good evening, everyone. Hang on. What?
What?
You
No,
went,
it was just
you jumped the gun.
I don't. Phil's pirouetting.
We started off so pro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. You are welcome, as always, along to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 266. My name's James Ivey.
Right, Paul Drew.
I'm Philip Carter. 40 Watt Podcast.
40 Watt Phil.
40 Watt Phil is with us from the beginning for as long as we can, quite frankly, stop him from leaving. So
yeah, as long as you can stand me. If I leave y'all, it won't be of my own will. They'll have finally booted me off. Just need you to know that ahead of time.
Vinny's probably going to join us halfway through or some of the time through because he's got a day job.
I know. Well, me too. What are you talking about?
Well, exactly.
I think you guys need to priority. I think you guys need to get your priorities straight.
Look, if I'll send y'all how much I make a year. If y'all want to match it, I'll just do the show every day.
Awesome.
I tell you what,
awesome.
I'd like to match it for me, let alone for somebody else.
Yeah, I'd like to make more than. Go on.
Yes.
Sorry.
No. So I don't make the rules. I just follow the rules, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to ask Mr. Drew, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I came back from holiday, and I think we all should say a prayer for the mosquitoes out in Mallorca because their primary food source has now left the island. Because literally, I'm just covered in bites. Like you can just see, but literally, they are just like everywhere. For some reason, I'm like pork. They just absolutely love me. They leave everyone else alone.
A nice sweet meat.
They have a right go at me. Yeah,
you know what? I feel like I'm the same way, Paul. Whenever I'm because I'm down here in Mississippi and like the heat of mosquito country. Well, where I live in the state isn't as bad as where I'm from, and I'll be outside, and if I'm there, nobody else gets bitten by mosquitoes because they're all coming for me, and I don't know what it is. I've run the theories. It's not blood type. It's not. I have no idea why it is.
Well, I've got a theory. I've got a little theory because literally I've drunk all the beer in Mallorca. All the beer's gone, so I'm thinking, well, there's no more alcohol left in Mallorca. So I'm thinking it might be that.
Well,
they like beer.
That's not my case because this has been my case since long before I drank, legally or not. So always been the case for me. Mosquitoes love me. Okay. And it what, I'm not going to complain about being loved, but there are some other sources I'd like to get the love from.
I was doing a gig on Saturday night, an outdoor wedding of DJing.
Sure.
And I had it pumped up. They were a good crowd. And I heard, and I thought, this is quite loud, and yet I can hear something going. And everyone else in the room took a huge step back as, I kid you not, a full-on hornet buzzed its way into the tent.
Oh.
And I was like, right, we need to... And everyone was like, well, that's a big wasp. I was like, that's no wasp. That's a space station. No, wrong reference. It was huge. And it was in that kind of, when wasps and stuff like that get to that part of the year where they go, I used to be a flyer. I've had enough of this.
Yep.
And it was a little bit tipsy, so we all stayed well out of his way. But fortunately, no one got eaten alive by the wildlife.
Big.
Yeah,
it certainly can. But you've been.
I haven't finished. I haven't even finished yet.
He's still got more.
Wow, I've got more.
So as I did the video came out on Monday about a new guitar. I was really pleased with it. It turned up, got it for an absolute steal. Did the video, just buzzing all over the place. I thought, okay, I'm going to go and take it for a proper sort of fret level and setup. And, I can set up and stuff, but I don't want to deal with fret level stuff. Took it down to the luthier and it needs new frets.
Oh, no.
The frets were not put in properly. So there's an extra £300 that I've just... So it was a bargain.
Wait, you mean your custom shop Strat didn't have the frets put in properly? Where's all the people coming from Fender's QC?
Yeah. No. It wasn't. It was a modified. So it had been modified with stainless steel frets.
Oh, gotcha.
But the guy that did the fret job, according to the luthier that I'm using, did a really bad job. And he said, look, they're moving. He said I could try and stick them, but they might come out again. So I said, just rip it out, put new frets in.
Yeah.
So there's another 300 pounds. So as opposed to it being 1,750 pounds, it's now 2,050. So
still not terrible. Still,
no, it's fine. It's fine. But I just don't have the money at the moment, so it's classic.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry,
having to buy a new electric bike and all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and all that sort of stuff.
Genius.
Anyway, enough about me. More about me. No, James, what have you been up to?
So put the video out last week about the Virtuo MIDI guitar, which
less said about that, the better. I would say.
Moving swiftly on.
Swiftly on.
Then had a gig on Saturday, which I mentioned. Had the best session today that I've ever had. Awesome. And the reason it was good was
everyone showed up sober.
No, it was only two of us. and I was doing my best to get Jamie on the way. We actually played music for the reason we all start playing music, because it's fun.
Chicks.
And we were just all chicks, yeah. So I acquired a little while ago a Hammond B200 organ.
Oh yeah.
And a Sharma Reed Leslie cabinet. And with minimal effort and a little bit of time and a minimum expenditure, I've actually got them working and sounding absolutely incredible. So we had a Hammond session in here today.
Awesome.
Did you
recording the Hammond with? Oh, and you recorded the drums with the Hammond?
Yeah.
And he was doing all the bass. Oh, great. I bet that's awesome.
So good.
I obviously need better pictures of your space, James, because like the idea of you got a drum set and the amps and the organ. I was like, is your space that big?
It's a big space.
It used to be. To like put a drum kit out. Oh no, I mean it was compact when we had both. I mean, I've had 6-7 musicians in here playing all at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, that's good space. Yeah. That's a good space.
And
hopefully mine will be nearly that good when it's done.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be great. But I mean, it's a really, for drums, obviously, because that's my first shout, it's a great sounding room for drums. And that's purely by accident rather than any kind of design or intention. It's just happens to be.
It does sound good for drums. I definitely agree with you there.
But the Hammond in here, we had a room mic up as well, and it just we both said that the sort of the takeaway from the session was, and the whole point of it really was to do a video on how to record an organ and what the options you've got and how you can do it and how to record Leslie and things like that. But the takeaway was you could put someone with a really good, generic Yamaha, Roland, Korg keyboard that does a really good Hammond sound, and you could put a Roland V drum kit in the room and have everything like silent stage, and it would sound good. But there is something
they say it might sound great.
But there is something about putting those organic instruments in a room and playing together that it was like, this is proper good. This is why we did it.
You know what? I'm gonna make an argument here that sounds like I'm countering what you're saying, but I'm not. I think it's all in your head. And here's why I think that matters. If playing real drums, if playing a real Hammond organ makes you more excited to play because you're playing the real thing, you play better, therefore it is better.
There was stuff we were coming out with. We were just jamming. We weren't taking it very seriously. But Jamie was coming out with some brilliant, really what I would call crunchy chords, where the bass line moves. I was like, oh, this is great. And I said, I'm going to record some guitar over the top because...
It sounds like James is my prog nightmare, but your prog heaven.
No, it was a lot of it was very bluesy, really kind of.
Okay?
Instead of Grateful Dead, they're grateful they're dead.
No, a lot of it was really got a Gary Moore-esque. I mean, lots of the stuff was like, it's going to be great with a cranked up Marshall and a Les Paul.
Like, I want to play guitar in like an organ trio. That would be really, really fun.
And Jamie has the benefit of being really bloody good as well, which helps. So yeah, that was my day. My day absolutely made. That video will be coming out on Jivey Talks Tech, hopefully the end of the week. Friday afternoon, hopefully, because I've got to repair a toilet tomorrow. Not very exciting, but
rock and roll.
Yeah. Phil, what have you been up to other than day job?
Yeah, day job, and I was telling y'all before we started, we all might get lucky and have a live unboxing. I'm watching the UPS driver. Hopefully he gets here before I have to go. The oops driver. So sorry. I, mostly have been doing some trading some gear. I had a gig this weekend, and then I don't have a gig this weekend.
I didn't have a gig this weekend. I saw that. Yeah.
The venue has decided no more live music, cancel all our booked bands.
That sucks.
Yeah, because nobody's coming. Everybody goes to hear DJs. Nobody comes out to hear bands anymore.
What?
Yeah, really? Dude, it's real hard. It's real hard. And so I talked to some other folks because obviously that post I made stirred up some conversation and some direct messages to me and some other folks that are really dealing with it. And it's just worse and worse and worse. Wow. It's really kind of disheartening about trying to play music live on like a smaller local scale is really what I mean. Obviously, giant concerts are still happening. 1,500 seat theaters are still bringing bands in, but like your little like local venues, your bars, 50 to 250 cap rooms, they're just going away from it.
Wow.
Is that the states as a whole, do you think, or just Mississippi?
It's hard to say because it's so the country's so huge. I think it's more than Mississippi. I don't know how widespread it is, but it certainly feels like there are far, far, far less spaces to play live now than there were pre-COVID.
Right.
That's really the gist of it.
I would agree with that. Say it's really funny. And again, Paul and I have had this discussion, and I had the same thing with Jamie, that Paul and I are in quite a unique situation. That we are, and again, I don't miss this to sound pretentious, but it's going to sound it until I've kind of put my point across. Is that we're good, but not reliant on playing. Mm-hmm. So you could get a bass player for a jam night, no problem at all. But would Paul and I get a bass player we actually want to play with? Probably not, because that bass player is probably a pro and out doing a £500 or a £300 wedding.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I have the same issue because I've got a gig next month.
We've lost your volume, Phil.
Oh, that's weird.
No, I can hear it.
Oh, I've lost.
You just lost the volume.
You know what it is? I've unplugged myself, haven't I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the problem we've got is that while we want to play, I'd rather play the Dog and Duck down the road for £100 than do a wedding.
Yep, every day.
The problem is that the players who I'd want to play with are out doing gigs because it's their job.
Pay money, yeah. See, I'm lucky. I've got a gig next month in Atlanta. I'm playing a Porch Fest. Are Porch Fests a thing in the UK? So
what the hell?
Oh, it's cool. It's really cool. So this neighborhood bands together, and like each street has a schedule, and each person who has a house with a porch or a patio out front or something like that, they schedule a band. And so at this address, this is your hour. Then the next hour, a band plays like next door or across the street. And so it's like a little neighborhood music festival. It's
amazing.
So cool. And so, but it is free. It's not something you're getting paid for. They'll do a pass the hat kind of thing. And I really love the idea, and I want to play it, whether I get paid or not, just because it's fun, right? I like playing, and if I get to play what I want, and nobody's forcing me to play Mustang Sally for 4 freaking hours, I want to do it. And so I messaged my regular rhythm section, who are killer musicians. Just one's a band director. He plays. He's the kind of guy that should be on the road touring full time, but he's not because he likes teaching. He's obviously just bent in the head, but
deranged. Yeah,
totally deranged. But I told the drummer, I was like, this is a free gig. We're going to pass the hat. It's in Atlanta. It's a long drive. He said, I'm in. Gives me an excuse to go to Chattanooga, visit my brother. And I'm like, awesome. And the bassist was like, dude, he's like, I want to do it. But since he's a band director and it's October, he has band competitions every Saturday in October. And so he's like, I can't, if it were local, he could do it. But since it's a long drive, he can't do it. So I'm trying to find a bassist for a free gig in Atlanta.
One of my neighbors has said, so where I live is on a green.
Mm-hmm.
So and normally in the UK, the house numbers go one side of the road to the other. But because we don't have another side of the road, the numbers are sequential.
Yeah.
And we've got a WhatsApp group for most of the families who know each other and all that sort of stuff. And one of the guys sort of pitched in this week that we should do a Newton Green Fest. It's Newton Green's where I live, and have a not necessarily a stage, but have a space where people can play and have bands and just have something for people who live on the green. And I was like, that's such a great idea.
Right.
At which point he said, and you can do all the sound and lights. And I was like,
oh, thanks.
Actually, yeah, the thing is I would, because it'd be great. It'd be great fun.
I love that idea. I freaking love that. And so that's the kind of stuff I want to play. The problem is, again, getting the level of musicians you want to play with gets harder and harder as people have kids and jobs, and either they're playing music full-time for a living or they have other responsibilities that keep them from being able to do it.
It's really hard. And it's one of those, I thought we had it with the Rats originally, when we with Dan, but obviously he went and moved quite a long way.
Yes.
All right.
I moved again.
So what I hear is I need to move to the UK. I'll play bass. We're going to do great. We'll do it.
Awesome.
Hey, there we go.
Mate, you've nearly been roped into a gig already in California in January.
Oh, I'm here for it. Let's do it. As long as
I
can borrow gear, because I don't want to fly with it.
Yeah. Shall we do some questions?
Let's get on there. Here we go.
Bogeyman, he said, hey Rats, I'm eyeballing a custom shop 50s telly with a V-shaped neck and narrow tool fret 6105s. Paul, was one of your old tellies equipped with this fret wire? Yes. The red 50s
Esquire.
Esquire, thank you.
And go ahead and read the next question, because it's pertinent. The next one from Bogeyman.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
He said, you parted with that telly because of it, and I do not want the same frustration. Been used to medium jumbo on my guitar so far. Other points is I'm a lefty, so choice is very limited. So if it's an old custom shop, we're talking like early 2000s up to probably 2010, something like that. The specs tended to be more like the old specs.
Yeah.
And then since Phil will probably know the date, but for me it was like since about 2010 they tended to do more of the custom specs. So you get all the stupid features that no one wants, like the truss rod at the end of the guitar that you've got to take the neck off for. But you get they tend to put like jumbo frets on it, that sort of stuff, and narrow tool frets. But narrow tool frets aren't necessarily vintage. So I had a really old 2007, I think it was, blue telly that had very narrow vintage frets on it, and that's completely different to narrow tool. So I think you'll like it.
I think you'll like it. I think you're right. I really love the more modern custom shop stuff where they're like, here's some of the vintage aspects. Like I'm really jonesing for it. I'm trying to keep myself from buying it because obviously I have too much stuff already. I already have two great Telly style guitars I love. I've gotten rid of my other Tellys. I got rid of the Ultra. I got rid of the Highway 1. But I still want a Blackguard style. But nice. What I don't want is I don't want 7 1/4 radius, and I don't want the tiny frets. So, modern custom shop will do, here's Blackguard, here's a Nitro Relic finish. Everything's vintage correct, except here's medium jumbo frets and a compound radius neck. Here's I really like that you added that you're a lefty, because that's an important point here. If you love the guitar, because of the limited selection in left-handed guitars, and you end up not liking the frets can be changed. Mm-hmm. If you love everything else about the guitar, get the guitar. Yes, it's an added cost, but because you're a lefty and your options are so limited, I'd buy it. See if live with it for a little while, 6 months, see if you love it. If you don't, refret it.
Absolutely. And so, make sure you get a good luthier to do the refret as well.
As we just discussed.
Yeah.
I can recommend one, but he's a really, really long way from you. So.
Hey. Greg from Adventures in Gearland. He says, "Evening all. Hope everyone has a hit the like button. Hit the like button, and B, checked out the No Cover Charge podcast. Greg Koch last week and Andy Wood this week.
Ooh.
Guitar magic throughout. Well worth your time, guys. I will do that. Cheers, Greg. We'll do that. Yes.
I need to get in touch with both those guys to be on my podcast. I need to make it happen.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
You do. Definitely. Well, if you were coming to Guitar Summit, you could
next year. Well,
they might be here again They might be there again next year. Yes, cheers, Greg. Yes, yeah. Give us a like if you're getting something out of this. It really does us a favor. We don't.
It's down here somewhere. Down like over here.
Yeah, give us a like because it really does make a massive difference because we don't monetize this. Thomas, afternoon, Thomas. Okay, live evening, rats and all evening. Okay. He also says I'm looking for a Sire Larry Carlton S10. But I do not find a lot of reviews on YouTube. What one's the S10, Phil?
Based on what I just found, the S10 is the Strat style. Comes in 2 variations. It comes in an HSS that looks kind of like a Tom Anderson, and it comes in an SSS that looks like a pretty standard Stratocaster.
Now, what I would say about those guitars are every single one that I've picked up is heavy. So. Make sure
being heavy's not the end of the universe.
It depends on how heavy. I picked up a 12-pound Heritage once, and that's absolutely not happening. I think Larry Carlton, the Sire guitars are well made, but in order to get at that price point, corners have to be cut, and I don't think that corner on those guitars is in the fit and finish. So I think there are corners cut in the electronics and in the wood of those guitars. Electronics you can fix. If it's heavy, you can't.
There was a not Larry Carlton. There's the Sire Marcus Miller bass on the auctions. And I went, no, I was really close. But then I remembered
you don't need that. You do not need that. You love buying stuff you don't need. That is your thing.
Not all of us can be so zen, Paul.
I'm really good at it as well.
Yes. So yeah, good luck. I would say okay, just go and try out a few.
Yeah,
please. Anton, hi Rats of Jet. Hi Anton. Anybody experienced with them from Brussels?
I think that's what we kind of said.
Yeah. Sort of covered all that. But JP, evening, JP. Hot 8. Hey, all fellow rats from Michigan. Welcome, Hot 8. Al, hello, mate. He said, evening, gentlemen, everyone. Evening, Al. Hope you're well, mate. Hot 8 also says, new guitar day coming for me. Another Lux Tone. Oxblood Telly Chopper T. Nice. Those Lux Tones are nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, they're nice. Centre for Wheelchair Pillow. Welcome back, mate. He said, happy Wednesday. Welcome back, Paul. Thanks, mate. Rich Paul. Hi, Rich. He said, good evening, gents. Hi, Rich. Session Gold. So you guys remember the whole 3.5mm jack thing from last week about molded ones, etc. Yeah, I just had to push a little harder. Works fine now. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I remember it from last week. So he thought he had a 3.5mm jack for audio that was a different size, and so he was getting not good signal, not good audio. Apparently, just turns out he wasn't pushing it in all the way, so he wasn't getting all 3 points of contact.
But as we also did say, there is not all 3.5mm jacks were built equally.
No, they're not.
Ain't that the truth?
Same thing with quarter-inch jacks, to be honest. You get some that are just like I was someone drunk when they were running the machine this day? I don't know.
Dave Hardy says, evening all, hope everybody's well. And to you, mate. Graham, evening everybody, evening Graham. And Michael says, oh, hi everyone, all the best.
What's up, Michael?
Got recorder 64 here in Valencia. Nice. In the smaller clubs, 200 to 500 venues. They put live bands on early doors, then have DJs after. Seems to draw both crowds and works well. Venue sells more beer. Beer.
There used to be when the UK changed its licensing laws a little bit. There was a law that meant you could stay open later if you had live music.
Oh,
so we used to. So we'd go into places. What's that place in Croydon?
Which one?
Tiger in Croydon.
I've never been to that club, but I've been to that club based on the face you just made.
So, Matt, well, I used to live in Croydon, and I'm sure I've caught some rashes from that pub, from that place.
I've definitely been to that pub then.
So we'd play there, and we'd finish by about 9:30, 10 o'clock, because they then want to put the DJ on in the main club room, but they want to get everyone in, and so they had live music, and we'd do 2 hours straight just to get it done. It's great. We used to enjoy that, and it was always a midweek gig as well. So it was a nice little, Wednesday, Thursday top-up gig.
Nice.
One of the venues in the same town I was supposed to play this weekend had done the same thing and has done, and they keep moving the bands earlier and earlier because, and we're talking good bands. These aren't shite bands. These are good bands. And I don't know why I soften it by saying shite and hoping YouTube doesn't count it, but
that's very British.
Very Scottish.
It's what I get for hanging out with you guys and the guitar nerds all the time. But they more and more the crowds aren't coming to see the bands, even though they're very, very good bands. They're not coming till the DJ starts.
Wow.
Yeah,
it always amazes me, the DJs as well. When they're bigging up the crowd, they're doing this. So how are they doing the DJing thing?
I can play the radio. Not hating on real DJs. I mean the DJs that I'm seeing.
I know what you're saying. Go on, James. You can do this one.
Jimmy says, "What's up?"
Oh, that's way better than I could have done. Well, that's impressive.
Yeah. It is. Sorry, I caught a cold on the plane from some dirty little scrote that was coughing behind me.
He speaks very highly of you as well.
Yeah. Stefan, he says, hi, everyone. Question for Paul. What do you think of Fender custom Fat 50 pickups for blues rock? Thanks. Great. I like them. Yeah, I think, thumbs up from everybody. I would probably say Fat 50s over 60s.
Ooh, that's a.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, no, I get that. I could back that.
A bit more stratty, a bit more spiky, a bit more top end.
Yeah, I think you do have to be conscious of your amp choice if they're too spiky. I like a more mid-focused pickup, but then I play P90s and humbuckers most of the time. So,
yep, nice. Michael says death metal at Granny's house.
I think it's a porch fest.
You just imagine Granny sitting on her rocker on the porch, and there's like a Blake's playing like he's doom metal.
Yeah, let's go.
Or even someone just crunching out a 14-year-old kids band version of the Ace of Spades. That would do.
Let's go. Look, if 14-year-olds are playing guitar through loud amplifiers anywhere, let's go.
Yep. Amen.
Al, Porch Fest, I love the idea. So Al loves that idea.
Yeah.
Al's going to come over and mix it.
Let's go.
Lee, hello, mate. Lee says, I'd love to set up as a Dream Theater tribute band in my street and just play loud all day. Unfortunately, mate, everyone would leave and the house prices would go right down.
Hey, it could solve the housing crisis.
Yeah, I mean, the daft thing was so the reason, Phil, the reason we joked about this, and I've been going on about this with Paul for ages, is to get a slot at NAMM on one of the hotel stages. And then, of course, we went, well, Al would mix it for us. It would sound great. But we need like at least a rehearsal rather than going in completely cold.
Could do an acoustic run through, like in a hotel room with unplugged electric guitars. It's fine. Look, if Dave Grohl can get his start playing drums on pillows, you can do it for a rehearsal.
This is true. This is true.
True, but I mean, maybe next time.
Hey, we've got some Dream Theater news or John Petrucci news. So it's Dave.
Have his biceps gotten bigger?
But they might need to. They might need to for this particular instrument. Dave, he said, I just got a call from our old gigging pub that was taken over by a major firm. Thought we would ever play there again.
I think he meant never.
I thought we would never play there again. Want us to play this Friday. The gigs are coming in fast for us. Nice. I think for Lee as well. I think Lee would say Lee is. I mean, obviously Lee had the tragedy with his singer, but Lee's band pretty much goes out 3 nights a week. Which,
wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Anthony, we have a porch type thing in Nottingham. It's in all the pubs in an area of Nottingham. 10 venues, each has 10 bands from midday, all staggered starts. Nice.
Great. Sounds a bit like the Edinburgh Festival, where all the acts are on different times of the day, so you actually get to see more than just like 2 performances a day.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, maybe, I like that idea so much.
Maybe it's us. We just, maybe it's us musicians. We need to get off our asses and just find different ways of getting live music out there.
Yeah, and you know what?
Going or the pubs are showing.
It's going to have to be, and this is where I have been for a little while anyway. I'm willing to pay my band and take a loss on the gig just to play sometimes, because I still love playing and I want to do it and I want to get out there, and it's the exposure, but not everybody can play for exposure, right? So I'm playing in 3 pieces where I'm paying my guys anywhere between $100 and $250 a night. Hopefully for shorter gigs for the lesser pay, just to make sure that we're still getting out there and playing. Yeah. And it's getting harder and harder even to do that, but got to get creative about it.
Yeah.
I love the idea of that.
Anthony also says bands and sound engineers play for free. £5 for a wristband for all venues. Proceeds go to charity. That's great.
Great idea. Yeah. Brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Now, playing for charity is a totally different conversation, though.
Yes.
Totally different conversation.
Yeah.
I would do that all day, every day. I do it for local charities here. I play tons of gigs, acoustic or not, for free because it supports, like for our arts council in town, I'll play for them whenever they need me.
Great.
That's good.
Copper Quarter 64, Dr. Dot Festival, Nottingham, Bristol, Manchester. Used to spread over loads of the city venues like that, and you'd schlep around to see. Kind of like that, but I guess more commercial and larger. But it's still good. I guess that's more like the Edinburgh Festival type thing.
Yeah.
JP, 80s, 90s, would play 7 gigs a week and tour London for 3 weeks, Berlin for 4, original sets. Only 2 covers max. Now it'd be hard to get a gig a week, and most book tribute bands. Sadly, it's changed. It is sad.
I still want to do my Tom Petty tribute band. I still want to do it. One day, it's going to happen.
That would, actually musically, that would be a really good one.
It's so much fun because then you got his solo stuff, then you got the Heartbreaker stuff, you've got the Traveling Wilburys. There's lots of great music to choose from. I've actually already got like a 25 song set put together.
Yeah.
I just got to get off my butt and get the musicians put together for it.
I mean,
great, mate.
The obvious one that I'd love to do a Toto tribute, but you've got to be phenomenal musicians. Whereas the one I actually would really, really like to do, and I think would do all right, would be a Bryan Adams tribute.
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be great.
Great music as well.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we've missed Travis has done a super chat.
Oh,
a few down. Sorry, I missed that as well.
Travis.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, sir. He said built a parts caster telly hooked. Planning 2 more. Nice. Let us know what you used if you bought the stuff from Warmouth or where you got the stuff from, and if you don't mind telling us how much the build cost.
Boom.
Session Gold. You guys should really try the MXR Rockman X100, and would love a comparison to real vintage one. And the HTJ Works replica looks promising too. Yes, I still need to try one of them. Maybe they're at Guitar Summit. If they're at Guitar Summit, we'll do a.
I need to go get something.
Oh, is it arrived?
Oh. Let's carry on.
Okay, Mark. Hello, Mark. Mark Mencina. He says, "Hi, Rax. Greetings from Carmel. Look into the Carson Hess guitars. Reasonable and cool. Cheers, Mark. We will do." What's? Oh, I
thought his package had arrived.
No, it has not. Although it's close. Speaking of Rockman, let me tell you about a hidden gem that all of us maligned, all of us moaned over, all of us said it was shite. That I bought recently for $75.
Let's have a look.
What
the hell is that?
The Boss OD20. It is a digital drive zone. Let me tell you some of the models that are on. Now, remember, this came out in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
The 20 series?
Yeah.
Here are some of the models. OD1, OD2, DS1, BD2, HM2, MT2. So you've got your metal zone and your HM2. You can get your Swedish chainsaw all going on. Then it's got some amp models. I don't even look at those. Those are trash. Then it's got Tube Screamer, Dumble Overdrive style, Distortion Plus. It has a Klon model on it. We're talking late 90s. They're already modeling the Klon. But here's the reason I grabbed. Well, it's got a governor. It's got a rat. Then here's the reason I grabbed it. It has a Rockman sim. There's a Rockman sim on this, and it's actually pretty stinking good. Yeah.
So it compresses the hell out of it, saturates it in chorus.
It doesn't do the chorus part. It's just the drive part of the Rockman. So, or at least as I remember, maybe it did the chorus, and I forgot. But
do you still have to go into an amp with that, or is it? Has the Rockman got the?
It's actually into an amp. I didn't try it otherwise. I should try it. I didn't try it direct, but it does have a line out, headphones out. So maybe I'm trying to get my eyes lower than the camera. So $75 came with the box and all the paperwork.
He's got the box.
I do. I mean, look at the back. Has that ever seen Velcro?
No, never.
No, it has not.
That almost looks like someone bought it and went, nah.
That's exactly.
Well, it looks like someone's mum bought it for them, and it never even left the box.
Yeah.
Then
got put in an attic when they went to college, and they found it when they, their mom moved into a nursing home.
Awesome.
I could have got darker.
Try that.
You could have got darker.
Guitar Hoodlum. If you have a heavy guitar, you can always Swiss cheese it like the guitarist in Blue Oyster Cult. Yes, it's true. There was a guitar brand in the 80s called Royal, the American guitar brand, and they had it was like a super strat type pointy headstock thing. It looked like Swiss cheese.
Oh,
would that make it a Royale with cheese?
Very good.
No, out.
I live here. You can't get rid of me.
Michael, Phil, you're a blues cat. I know 'tis sweet lady Betty Paggett. She just won a Lifetime Blues Achievement Award at the Just Blues Music Foundation Award in Mississippi.
Oh.
I'll set something if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah, connect me. I'd love to play some gigs. I love playing. I especially love backing female vocalists. There's just it's one of my favorite things to do. Guys are fine, but your voices are boring. I'd rather hear female vocals.
There we go. You never know. There might be some good gigs out of that.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm doing some tracks for her at the moment. Oh, nice.
Oh, rad.
Yes.
Very cool.
Mr. Mencina also says troposphere pickups from Fender. Very good. Oh, that's something I want to talk about. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Mark. I've never heard of troposphere.
Me either. What the heck are those?
I don't know.
Hang on. We'll find out in 3.5 seconds when Phil's gone.
Yeah, they're Josephina wound, so that's part of the thing. They are expensive.
Are they?
They are. So a set of the Josephina wound Troposphere Stratocaster pickups, retailed, they're sold out for $500 a set.
Well, the so, and I don't want to big myself up for this. I don't want to be the person that says I'm responsible for this, because I'm sure I'm not. But Fender, Fender released a limited range of pickups called Anko Poblano, which they put in Anko Poblano Strats.
Yeah.
Every time I play that guitar, I always get people saying, what are the pickups in that guitar? Loads of comments on that, like that. So I said, Anko Poblano, you can't get them anymore.
No.
Because they were Josephina wound special pickups.
Yeah.
Fender are just re-releasing the Anko Poblano.
They are. They're $336 a set.
At a reasonable price, because when they did the old version, because they released a limited amount, like 200 sets, and they were extortionate. So so now that
speaking of extortionate and extortion,
is Vinny back? Is Vinny here?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vinny the Axe.
I called it.
Here he is.
What's happening?
Here he is. All right, mate.
You can't. I think it's racist to talk about an Italian and extortion in the same sentence.
No one cares about us. It doesn't matter.
No, it's true. It's true.
How are you, mate?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. What have you bought? Come on, I can see something shiny in the corner. Come on, go and get it out.
All right. So
look at that.
Called it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't miss it, can you? You can't miss it. It's not like Flick of Phil's. Phil's got some pastels and stuff behind him.
What I find really funny, I'm so glad in the Hollywood Squares here, that used to be a show over in the States, that I'm under James, and it's a good thing Phil is under you, Paul, because this is a James fun and then a crucifix hiss from the other side.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, look at that!
My eyes!
I can't see anymore. I can't see.
Oh my
Jesus.
God, that's awesome!
They dug that up, didn't they?
That finish is illegal in at least 4 states.
Oh man, do you know what? It looks better in real life.
Do you know what? I understand what they've done.
In real life.
I understand what they've done with like reversing the body.
Yeah.
Is it? Can you actually get up there? Because it looks like you bang your wrist on the.
You can, but it's a little bit of a chore because they didn't do a carve out. They kept the original.
Yeah.
Thing.
Also, that's a 24 fret model. You don't need those last 3 frets.
Yeah.
Like you don't need those.
And I think it never took off, probably because of that. I want to say, I don't know, but there's a lot of love for this model for a small like sector of people, and I could tell just by when I did my video. You know, it's probably the most popular video by just a couple of days of the stats that I've ever seen.
Awesome.
Oh, I haven't even seen it come up yet. Sorry, mate. I haven't even.
It popped up for me, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get a lot of traffic on mine, for whatever reason, but I've been getting 1,000 views a day.
Wow,
well done,
that's kind of cool. A lot of comments, a lot of thumbs up. So anyway, it was 30. For the people watching, this was I wanted one of these as a kid, and not because Alex Skolnick played it, because he really hardly played this guitar. He was playing a Maxis in one video. He was playing an Ibanez S series guitar for a very long time, and then he left Testament and did some jazz stuff. So this wasn't even really. He just posed with this in the catalog. But I just liked how it was like a left-handed kind of thing, right-handed. I even commented about that in one of my comments. Somebody's like, is that a left hand? I said, yeah, it kind of is. And then somebody corrected me. Well, technically it's not a left-handed because it's routed. And it's like, yeah, I get it, man. It's not technically a left-handed.
Calm down. Yeah.
But the idea is it looks backwards.
You could lefty-eyes it, couldn't you?
You could lefty-eyes. So it's got the RG 750 neck on it. They took off the 750.
I think that's wicked.
With the little shark, with the little shark's teeth. That's really cool. I like it.
The only thing I don't like about it, and I was kind of on the fence with it, it sounded good in the video, but when I put it up against any of the guitars that I have, the Ibanez with the DiMarzios loaded in it, I don't think these hold up. This V8 pickup and this dual blade, whatever it is, Ibanez branded thing, they're a little bit muddy and not articulate. And for the last several days, I have rotated all the guitars every night and, plugged them in real quick and played the same riff and gone through them. And I'm like, man, I thought it was all in my mind, but it's not. These pickups are not as clean sounding to me. There's not a lot of note separation. So I want to put some DiMarzios in this. I just don't know which ones to put in. I was thinking about doing a tone zone and a cruiser. I've done that combo before. Super distortion. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still on the fence about it, but yeah. So, but I've wanted one of these for 30 something years. And I almost had a fake one built for me. Any of them used are going for like $7,000 to $10,000 on Reverb, which is just insane. If you could find one an original one. Wow. And then my buddy contacted me with a video. Some guy on YouTube had one of these before anybody got one. I had never even seen this cat before. And I'm like, my buddy sends it to me last week or week before. And I'm at work and I go, is this a joke? Is this fake? And he's like, no, they just got released today. And I'm like, so I went on Sweetwater, not that I'm affiliated or nothing. I just trust them. If I don't like it, I can send it back. And went on there and I
am affiliated. Use my link if you're going to buy one.
Use Phil's. Get yourself stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to let it pass it up. I waited over 3 decades for this thing. So
that's right. I know I in our chat group, you posted something about that guitar before you got it. I was like, I know it looks like Louise from Bob's Burgers, her like funny hat, but if you're into it, I'm happy for you.
So now I'll show you what I never expected to get, nor was I searching for, nor whatever.
Here we go.
So let me preface this by saying Phil and I were going to work out a trade deal potentially for his R8. And as much as I wanted to trade my Santana for his Les Paul, I knew what was going to happen with that Les Paul. It was going to sit in the corner and collect dust like my Les Paul now.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I've never jived with those guitars. I love saying I own one and I love looking at it, but I just don't. It's not my thing. I have to come to grips with it. It's not my thing. So I paused that. I had an acquaintance of mine, really good dude. I did a trade with him in the past, and he said, hey, I really saw your Santana for sale on Reverb. He's like, you want to do a trade? And he sends me a picture of this guitar. And I'm like, I don't know if I would want one of those. And he sends me the photos and I go, ooh, I don't know. I really like the look of this thing. So here we go.
I still love the fact that as a guitar player, I'm trying to keep up with you guitar players, remembering, of course, that first and foremost, I'm a drummer.
Right. Why are you trying to keep up? Don't do it.
Oh,
look at that thing.
Look at that.
So now I think I've only picked up one of these once in my lifetime in a music shop, and it was a 7-string, and it wasn't set up or anything. And I went, what the hell is this thing? And discarded the idea of ever owning one of these, especially how expensive they are. So he says, listen, this is not my bag. The guy I trade with usually is into vintage stuff, and I like the more modern stuff. So we worked out a deal, and we did the trade. He actually drove up 5 hours to my area to do the trade. Because the Santana is worth a little bit more than this, and it's probably more of a collector's thing. But for me, again, wasn't playing the Santana, not my vibe. So now here's where this gets nutty. I'm going to go on a limb and say that this is the most ergonomic and easy playing guitar I have ever owned in my life. And I'm not a John Petrucci mark, although it seems like I'm buying nothing but signature guitars lately. I don't know what the hell's going on over here. It's like I never used to shy away from them. Now I'm like signature madness. But this guitar, the neck profile is really nice. This is not a Lukather profile at all. And it's not, they say it's thin, it's a thin C, but it's not thin. Like that yellow guitar has a wizard neck. That's thin. This has got a more comfortable feel to it, stainless steel frets. But the aerofoil shape of this thing, if you look at it from this angle, because I've never really paid attention, this is almost like a Joe Satriani and an Ibanez S-Series guitar had some kind of like a baby. And the guitar is smaller. Petrucci's pretty big. I was standing next to him at NAMM, and he's a pretty big dude. And I never realized how small this guitar is. This guitar is probably 2 inches or so shorter on the horns, and it's about 3 inches overall shorter in length from the base to the headstock.
Right.
So it's tiny. The tremolo stays in tune perfect. Was this the Piazzo, whatever the hell this is called? It works. I mean, and it's got a bunch of like push kind of options here for a boost. And it's really a nice guitar, I have to say, and it's very comfortable to play. And I've owned several Strandbergs, and that's supposed to be the ergonomic king, right? But if you don't like that indoor neck, it's not ergonomic for you. I can tell you that right now. This is an ergonomic guitar, and it sounds fantastic. And these pickups, the hell are the name of these things? I wrote them down because it was like something I would never name, like Fat Unicorn and some other crap. It's the Dreamcatcher Bridge and Rainmaker neck.
Jesus.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like they would be like cool, right? But I have to say the pickups sound really good. They have a lot of note separation and dynamics and very hi-fi sounding. I'm actually surprised. Well, I shouldn't be surprised because, Petrucci's no slouch. He knows his stuff. He's got a good ear, But remember when I said that when I listened to the Petrucci's tones back in the day, they sounded a little tinny to me. Remember I telling you that, James? You kind of looked at me a little weird. I think it was the pickups that he was using at the time and his rig, because these are completely different than like the Steve Special and the Air Norton. They're a completely different animal. So,
no, I mean, I've played a couple of those and just gone, I want one. Then I've looked at the price tag and gone, okay.
Yeah, some of them are up to $5,600 for these things. Now, I like the shield is flamed in the center.
Yeah.
And this one's
it's a more classy looking one, isn't it? Than the other sort of graphite looking.
That's what I wouldn't jump on it. And I did do some research after I got this guitar. The one with the graphite shield is not graphite. The prototypes, I watched the documentary, the prototypes they did with the graphite, they all agreed sounded like garbage. And so they figured a way to take maple and laser etch it to look like carbon fiber and stain it so that it looks like carbon fiber.
Wow. Oh, that's quite cool.
And to make it look like a race car.
That feels like more work than just doing carbon fiber.
And according to Petrucci in the documentary, he was looking at a BMW that had like a carbon fiber hood and it was white. And that's what they came up with, that first one. Had that been one of those, I probably wouldn't have jumped on this at all, but this just looked really classy looking. And
that is a beautiful thing.
I had to do a lot of research to find out what color this is because it's not a very popular color, and it's called Pink Sand. It's a 2020.
Nice.
So anyway, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll be doing a video soon on this guy, I'm sure.
We should do this at this point because we should.
Yeah. Plexicosa. Hold on. He said, gentlemen, 2 questions. Thoughts on MXR replicating a 40-year-old Distortion Plus from Randy Rhoads? And 2, are you working to get some women in this room? Thank you. I don't think, mate, we're not going to get just a look at us. The women are not going to turn up in droves, are they?
Speak for yourself.
It took me an awful lot of years to pick one that I have to stick around. So
that's it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I look like a poor man's Bruce Willis. I'm sure we could pull someone.
I got nothing.
Also, Distortion Plus, DOD 250. Okay.
We talked about it. We did talk about it in the news last week, and yeah, it's a distortion pedal. Great.
I mean, if you like Randy Rhoads and you're into that thing and you want to buy it as a collection piece and something cool to have, then it's worth the money.
Yeah. 2 words for you: cash grab.
Yeah, absolutely. Graham, I play in pubs around Scotland, and more of them are either switching to karaoke or someone crooning Sweet Caroline type stuff to backing tracks. It's shocking, isn't it? Every time I go, if there's a pub that someone's singing to backing tracks, I just walk out. I cannot. To me, that's not talent. There's nothing.
Where it began.
Jesus. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
Get some proper musicians.
Been there, done that.
Travis built my first teleparts caster.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw that one.
Yeah.
Cheers, Travis. Yeah. We're looking forward
pumped for you, dude.
Yeah. Nelson P. Thinking of upgrading my aging atomic amplifier. Wow. Modeler. What's the best thing out there at the moment under 1K? Fractal FM3.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not familiar with the Atomic Modeler. I remember the Atomic powered cabs that, like, do you remember them? They had like the cutout for the pod bean, like right down in them. But that's what I was familiar with, not the modelers themselves. So there was look, under 1,000, buy a used Helix floor right now, all day long, twice on Sunday. They're giving them away.
They are giving them away. I would still go for an FM3 over the Helix.
Oh yeah.
So FM3 Helix floor. Anybody else?
I don't know. I have Stomp Off. Buy a Boss DS1.
Or, honestly, if you're not into having every option, if you know what you like, just buy the UA pedal that does it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, good shout.
Good shout.
I love them. I've got the Enigmatic and the Dream 65, and if I ever have to gig ampless, that's what I'm taking, because I don't need a million options. Because when I gig with an amp, I don't want a million options.
Yeah, interesting. Good shout.
Michael, he says, Ivy seen the MIDI guitar thing. I know. Loved it. I could send a VG99 for your testing. I don't know what VG99 is.
VG99 is
Roland, isn't it?
Roland. Yes. To be fair, I'm the as stated in the video, it's a paid video. The guitar's going back just because that's sometimes what we have to do with guitars that we actually really quite like. So
the guitar's great. I just think MIDI guitar is quite passé, I think. But have you heard? Phil, you might know about this. The whole McGee.
Oh yeah, McGee. So when the 424 was getting ready to come out, and I listened to Dipped in Tone podcast like many folks do, because I like Rhett and Zach and I are buddies. We talk a lot. So I listen to their podcast, even though neither one of them listened to mine. It's fine. I'm not bitter.
I listen to yours, mate.
Thank you. I see. That's what means something to me. I'm actually serious about that. But listening to McGee, I actually really dig McGee. I had not heard of him until this whole 424 thing going on, and I realized everybody's like, "Oh, he's been everywhere. He's on like a Bieber record, and he's on this record." I didn't know that. I don't listen to Bieber, first of all. But I think he sounds rad, but there's no flipping world where I want my guitar to sound like his. He makes it work, but I think he's the anomaly. I think he's the outlier.
I agree with you, but apparently, so I was listening to probably the same podcast you would from Rhett, and they were saying that he uses he uses
Roland. One of the Roland MIDI processors as well.
So it could come back. It could, because of the whole McGee thing.
I think there's a place. I think it's going to happen. I don't think it's avoidable. So I made this point on a live stream that I did with Steve from 60 Cycle Hum this past Sunday, and I'll try to condense it for time because I know we're getting real close to the news segment. But I think we go through these cycles with music, and it's like a 30-year cycle, except it's not 30 years anymore. It's condensed even faster. Things are flipping faster. And I think we went through an 80s tone resurgence in the last 5 years. I think y'all have all seen it. The chorus resurgence, everybody talking about Rockman, like all this stuff started to come back. That means if we track the cycles that I've followed, we're due for not necessarily grunge, but something with the counterculture energy of grunge. And I think that's McGee. I think this sound, the MIDI, the guitar that doesn't sound like guitar. Think about, Kurt Cobain playing acoustic guitar through a DS1, right? Just how can I destroy this guitar sound? And I think that's McGee is the counter to the resurgence of those 80s tones. So I think we'll see a few years of this being the vibe, but I also think it's going to give way. So for all of you acoustic and like roots rockers that loved Hootie and the Blowfish, get ready. Your time is coming. You got about 3 years. Right?
Yeah.
I loved Hootie and the Blowfish.
Me too, dude. So yeah. And we're not far off from Dave Matthews doing his like farewell tour, sure, right? So that's going to happen too.
Or dumping a load of shit over the Chicago River.
There's a popular theory that they took the fall for somebody else. There was another band in Chicago at the time that was much more likely. I'm not taking a side. I don't know, but I love the fact that there's a conspiracy theory around it that they took the fall for somebody else that did it.
So the story is, just in case you guys don't know what it is. Apparently, there was this tour bus that Dave Matthews and the band were in. They were driving over this bridge in Chicago, I think it was.
Yeah, it was in Chicago.
While a tourist boat was going underneath, and they decided to empty the
tanks
over the tourist boat. Anyway, that's the story. So
that doesn't sound like a Dave Matthews and Carter Buford thing to do, does it?
It really doesn't. But they are not their bus driver, who is technically the person that would have done it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I digress. Sorry. This is why you don't like when I'm on, because I keep y'all way off topic.
Doesn't those tanks have to be drained from the outside of the bus?
You think it's bollocks?
I don't think so. I think I don't know. I'm not going to speak out of school here. I have no idea.
I don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a great story. Whatever.
I'm not even going to search that because I don't want that in my Google algorithm. So
can I empty the tanks from a tour bus from the inside?
No, don't want to know. Don't want to know.
Session Gold. And you guys know if you can do stereo power amps with the FM3 or other fractal? If so, how?
FM3 is only 1 amp at a time.
It's only 1 amp at a time on the FM3.
Can't it do stereo out still though? Just not different amps?
It can do stereo outs, yeah.
Yeah. It can do.
But it's only one. Outs. You can't have, a Marshall on the left and a Fender on the right. It doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But you're saying stereo.
Yeah, he's saying power amps. So you could run your FM3 into a stereo power amp because you can still do stereo effects.
Yeah, totally.
Even if you can't do stereo amplifiers.
Yeah. If you want to do twin amplifiers, you can do the FM9 minimum or the XFX3.
Or two FM3s.
Or 2 FM3s, that's true. Yeah, you could do it that way.
MIDI them together? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've got another Pedro O'Dowd. Thanks, Pedro. It's very kind of you, mate. He said, "Hey, dudes, looking for some chord progression books that will help unlock my songwriting chops with my pork chops with chips, gravy or ketchup." I like that. Chord progression books. Hey, there's a video coming out tomorrow, Pedro, that I'm doing a tuition video that covers that sort of thing. Not that in depth, but covers that sort of thing. Chord progression books. I think the best thing you can do is to. There's the wheel. You know the wheel that gives you the. James has got one.
Do you mean that wheel?
Circle of Fifths.
Circle of Fifths wheel.
Yeah.
I got this.
And then to move it, James. James, can you move it? So Pedro, can I have a look? So basically, James moves it,
it tells you what you have, what's in the right key, what will work, major or minor, what's diatonically correct.
Yep.
And it's genius.
James, where can you get one of these? Where can you get one of these?
I got this one online, and it was about a tenner, and it's probably one of the best £10 I've ever spent. It's not going to make you the most creative.
Or you could just learn theory. That's all I'm saying. Or you could just learn some basic theory.
It's not going to make you the most creative, but it's certainly going to give you a place to get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is why I have it.
So depending on your style, first of all, pork chops, ketchup, chips. I'm sorry, pork chops, gravy, chips, ketchup. That's
definitely.
Or chips can be gravy too. Canadians, y'all did something right, but you got to add the cheese curds. So poutine, man, come on, poutine. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, it just sounds wrong on every level.
No, it's perfect on every level. But depending on how creative you want to get with your chord progressions, if you just want to play more creative pop tunes, and rock tunes, I'm going to throw rock in there. Find the songs that sound like you like and just learn those progressions and then change them. But if you want to get out there, Ted Green's Chord Chemistry and Ted Green's Modern Chord Progressions. Get those 2 books.
There we go.
Nice. There we go. This is the reason why we have these 2 on here. For stuff like this. Keith, even gents late again, I'm afraid.
The librarian to talk about
head
books.
to bed. Also, my head to bed early as I have a long day. Dave, I love playing in a 3-piece. Loads of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, Mr. Cassidy. Hello. Hello, Rats and Belated. Hello. Rats and Phil. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Keith, regarding DJs, last year at Carfest, they had a judge. Regarding DJs, last year at Carfest, they had Judge Jules, who dad danced behind a desk to a playlist for an hour. The only thing he seemed to do was trigger a few samples, which he mimed to. Judge Jules.
And then
the sad thing is, loads of people said how good he was. It's unbelievable.
Because his playlist was probably great.
Yeah.
Greg from Adventures in Gearland says, briefly, I too used to gig with Jamie, the keys dude. At a wedding, the mother-in-law was complaining about the noise during the first set, so I called different tunes from the set list. 1, 2.
Hang on. 1 of 2.
3 down. There you go.
Oh, and on the spot made Jamie play tracks in the style of Rachmaninoff, Chopin, Beethoven, Mozart, etc. He nailed it. The mother-in-law chilled out. The rest of the gig ruled. In short, Jamie rules. Nice.
I agree with every single word that man just said.
I played a wedding gig once, while we're talking about mother-in-laws. So I played a wedding gig once where the groom came up to us because my sister used to do an acoustic version of Killing in the Name of, completely uncensored. And the groom walked up and asked her to play it at his wedding. And she said, "Are you sure?" And I said, as the band leader and the person who had to get us paid at the end of the night, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yes." I said, and he specifically said, "Do not censor it." I was like, all right, we're going to drop an awful lot of F-bombs at this wedding. But we did it. And sure enough, here comes the groom's mother. Walks up and comes to me because I was the person who handled the business side of things. She said, "Well, what do you really think that was appropriate for wedding?" I said, "Ma'am, your son asked for it and told us not to censor it."
Yeah, I would have been like, "You're absolutely right. It was not appropriate, and you should go beat your son's ass now because he wanted it."
Exactly.
Ding, right, with the bell. Serving next person. You know what I mean?
100%.
Session Gold, Bryan Adams tribute. Yes, I'm going to cover Run to You next week.
Such a great.
That's
a great tune. I think I'd have to call it Reckless. That would be the name of the tribute show, wouldn't it? Have to be.
There must be a Bryan Adams tribute called Reckless. There must be.
And if there isn't, we just gave the game away.
I'm sure they're like, when I was getting ready for this, like to put together, I was seriously putting together musicians for the Tom Petty thing. There's not a good name for a Tom Petty tribute band that's not taken. Like it's all taken.
Free Falling is the obvious one, isn't it?
I mean, that one's taken. There's just a ton. By the way, yes, there is absolutely recklessbryanadams.ca. That is a tribute band. It is definitely taken. Canadian. They're also Canadian, so they're as authentic as it gets.
Wow,
that's it. Michael, Steve Cassidy hit 9K yesterday. He did. Congratulate. I sent Steve congratulations. Yeah, well done, Steve. Well deserved. That's cool, says Michael. Graham, has anyone else experienced this? I upgraded the switch in my GNL Tribute Legacy. Worked great until I screwed down the pick guard. The neck pickup cut out. Turns out it was shielding paint touching.
Yep. You ground it out against the shielding. That's happened to me.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be careful which way you put that switch in. If we were talking about a bladed switch, because sometimes you have to move it so that the components that are soldered are on the inside of those legs, not on the outside. You have to kind of get an idea of which way you're going to mount that.
And he says,
solved it by putting a piece of card in the cavity. There you go.
If it works, it works.
Nothing better than a bodge. Session Gold. So Phil, you basically have vintage plug out effects. Haha. Really cool. There's a Rockman model. Would love to see a review of it.
For what, 1/4 of the price?
Yeah. Willie.
Oh, it's
says,
Willie.
I started Tai Chi at 50. I started Tai Chi at 50. Now I'm 68, and doctors ask me for advice.
Look at that.
That's good. Look at that. Nice. Is it that? Is it that worth doing?
I've seen Willie. I've seen those adverts too, mate.
Oh, see, I fell for that one. I've not seen that advert. I'm not old enough to get those adverts.
Oh, dear!
What?
That's a shot to the heart.
What?
What? I don't get.
I
was just saying, I don't get adverts that target 50-year-olds.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Meow. Saucer of milk. Table 3. Right. Boom.
Travis. At Studio Rats, I've got a body from MJT on an eBay auction.
MJT makes good stuff.
Yep.
Awesome. And all in is $400. Got the Jason Isbell pickups and miscellaneous parts for another $300, and that's rounded up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good guitar. That's well done.
Very nice.
Nice. Mark Mancina says Paul Waller maxes them. Oh, maybe we're talking about the Mark's pickups.
Oh,
the pickups that Mark mentioned, the whatever they're called, the Fender.
Oh, and he may have meant makes them.
Yes.
There you go. Yep. Did you mention the thumbs up yet?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, all right, damn.
Do it again.
Do it again. Well done. No,
hey guys, don't forget.
Do it again.
Hit the thumbs up button. It does help out the algorithm or something.
And ring the bell.
It really does. Yeah. We don't monetize this show, so if you can give us a thumbs up, it really.
I just wanted to feel useful because
thanks.
I can't type like Phil.
Mate, you are useful. You're useful for buying crazy guitars.
Yes, that's true.
Yo, Vin. This is
What's up, Mike?
Steve says, "Cheers, mate."
Yeah.
Themselves.
Love the chatting.
And he says hello to Vinny.
Hello.
Mark Mancina says, and Mark just changed his.
Yeah, he did. I think.
Yes, nice. There we go. Mark says Poblano pickups are really great. Also, favorites I've tried are John Cruz pickups and tone specific. Cheers, Mark.
Nice.
Check them out. Michael says you can hang your hat on the horn.
Yeah, you can.
I think it's true.
It's got the horn.
There's an ask for every seat, apparently.
Yeah, it's a guitar for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That needs a Super 3 and a C2.
Jimmy, you might be right on that, and I don't know if you were the one that commented on my video, but somebody, if not, somebody else mentioned the same thing: a Super 3 and a C2 or an H2. They said a DiMarzio H2 single in the neck was what is very close to the original DiMarzio pickups that were in the original model. Why Ibanez did not put DiMarzios and load that thing out, it would have bumped up the price to maybe $1,500, but I think it would have been well worth it. And I don't know if the original had a 5-way switch. I didn't do the research, but I don't need a 5-way switch on that thing. To me, I don't think you would play that guitar to have position 2 and position 4 on that guitar. Yeah. It should be a 3-way switch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to change.
Nelson P says the RG750 is one of the most underrated guitars out there. RG550 and the Gem 77 still get all the attention, but the 750 was slap bang in the middle of these two at the time and came with DiMarzio's. Yes, it did. Yeah. And it was great. I had a 750. Really liked it.
Did that have a matching color headstock on the 750 that you had?
No, I don't think so. Not on my one.
Should we do the news?
Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Right, give me 2 seconds. Let me set this up. There we go. Right. First of all, I
don't know if I like the covers.
Everyone's gone silent. Yeah, this is the new.
I'm sorry, I like those.
I think there's too much going on with the top and the covers.
There's too much of everything going. This is crazy. So this is the new Ball Family Reserve 2025 Majesty and Wolfbane signatures. That is the gaudiest looking thing I've ever seen.
If you play that guitar but don't own leather pants and leopard sheets on your bed, then what the are you doing with your life?
Damn it! I knew I was missing something. I need to get on Amazon. Leather pants.
He's got the leopard print sheets, though.
I got the leopard print stool right there.
That's true. You do. You're right.
These are apps. I do not get what's going on with these.
You know how the rule is, the unwritten rule, it could be broken, that when you wear a shirt that has a pattern on it, you wear a solid tie, and then if you have a solid shirt, you could wear a pattern tie. The same thing I think with guitars. I think like when they have these fancy inlays in the neck and all that stuff, I think it should be a plainer body cut top, or like if you want to do the crazy etch stuff in the pickups, I think that looks cool on a plain top, not like have so much happening all at once aesthetically. I don't know what the hell happened in the last 3 years, but it seemed to be like, even actually it's more than 3 years. If you look at the Woody guitar that I have, the Gem, it's got the burlwood pickguard, which is, I don't know if I still dig it or don't, but then you got those gears on the covers too. So there's so much happening on air. I don't know.
I've never been on LSD, and I have also never been to a rave, but I imagine that this guitar is what that's like.
Plus a piezo.
So it is. They are
1 gazillion.
They're £6,500 for the Majesty.
That's about 6,000 more than I'd think about paying.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate everything about them. I don't know. Okay, the new PRS,
but I think mine looks classy.
Yeah,
yours is classy without a doubt.
Super classy.
Yours is classy, mate. The new PRS S2 Mirror 594. Now, interestingly, they used Donna Grantis to do the demo, and I thought she did a great job.
I haven't watched it yet.
It was like she did this sort of wah-wah-y lead thing. It's good. It's really good.
Oh,
it's so different to what they normally do with their demos. It's good. It's expensive though. S2.
Oh yeah, the S2s are getting up there. What's that, like 1,800? What is that?
No, well, the cheapest one in matcha green is €2,000, and they go up to 2,400.
So it's like, was it like $21.99 or something?
$21.29 US.
I was close.
Wow.
Woof.
That's a lot of money for
a lot of money.
S2.
Yeah. It's a lot of money, isn't it? For I mean, I don't understand why they do the S2 line, because it's almost.
Well, it's still half the price of a core. That's why they still do it.
Mm.
I do like that green though.
Me too. Yeah. I like the green.
It's nice. Right. Gibson have come up with the most expensive guitar ever. So $100,000 SJ200
Gibson's smoking their own supply on this one.
Yeah. So
you know what? They should take a page out of that comment right there. If Phil is saying that, you know that it's straight up like off the chart.
So this is where I like to explain that I am a Gibson fanboy, which means that I more than anyone should call them on their shit. And this is that.
Yeah. So, I've got something else to on the next article. I've got.
What I'd like to know is how many of those
I
are
love
they
the way
making?
it interrupts me. I love.
Sorry, you weren't talking when I started. It's the delay. I'd love to know how many of those they're going to make.
One. They're making one.
Oh, is it just the one?
I think it's just the one. But anyway, so it's got. I mean, it's so gaudy to me. It's got gold, diamonds, and Brazilian rosewood. So yeah, it's just like. I mean, it's a cupboard piece, isn't it? It's a cabinet piece that will never come out.
If there's one, so that only slightly changes my opinion, only slightly. Okay. But if there's only one and it's meant to be this collector piece, okay, fine. But if there's only one, you know what it also doesn't deserve? A news article about it. Sell it to that one collector you already know is going to buy it and move on with your life. You can pay for your factory's operation for another couple of days.
Yeah. It's too. I mean, look, I hate. Oh God, I hate.
It's like that Martin. Did y'all see the Martin at NAMM?
Yeah.
The like $1 million Martin, because it's the 100 millionth one they made.
It's hideous.
It's awful.
I do like the crown at the top though. That's kind of cool.
Do you?
Well, It's gaudy. I would never play it, but I get what they were doing. If they used a different truss cover, if they just used
I agree. Too much. Just like when I had the Santana, you got that ohm thing he's got. There's the other thing. The birds are flying, the eagles on the top. I'm like, come on, man. There's too much stuff happening.
Pick a lane.
Okay. So on to that. See, this is what I think is happening. I think there tends or there is maybe some more collectors. I'm going to get in trouble for what I'm going to say, so I won't say it. Oh. So right, okay. So you got $100,000 Gibson, and also it's a little bit out of our wheelhouse talking about headphones, but $100,000 headphones
get completely wrecked.
It's just absolutely crazy. This is, I mean, it's basically they're buying. It's. I don't know. To sell to
these
Arab princes in Dubai or something. I don't know what's going on.
These are the other audiophile equivalent of, those ridiculous conical speakers that are, £3.5 million a set. Just no.
No one. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna be the one that says it, and y'all can be mad at me. No one should be so rich that this seems like a good idea to buy it.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Unless your surname is Sheikh.
I don't. Yeah, but even so, it's gaudy. It's like hideous. You're going to be wearing them to show off the fact that you've got this. It's
no, like you're not going to wear them because you're scared you're going to leave them somewhere and they're just going to walk off. You don't wear those. You put them in a case in your Brazilian mahogany lined, Brazilian rosewood lined office that are just dumb.
And I think that's going to end up with being around the neck of the guy that's driving the gold Bugatti.
Yeah,
that is what it is. It's gaudy. It's like, look at
do you know who's going to have do you know who's going to have a set of those? Do you know who?
Sorry.
So the only person we will ever see with a set of those will be Lewis Hamilton on his way to the track.
Oh,
and you know what? I bet you there's sets of headphones out there that are like $2,000 that'll smoke those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those aren't meant to be. They're not. No, it's not about the sound for them. They're going to claim they are, but it's not. It's about the diamonds that it's encrusted with.
Yeah, it's gaudy shit. What is it? Oh yeah. So Jackson. This came out today. Jackson have released. Some sort of 85 Sandemus.
What a weird week when Jackson releases the most sensible thing in the news.
Yeah,
that's great.
I quite like that. I hate the pickups mismatch, but I quite like that.
I get what they're going for.
They're going for a yin yang thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah. I just want the red. I want something like that. That's a Harley Benton. That's not even.
Oh, there's my guitar down there.
Yeah, it was. If you scroll to the bottom there, look at that.
Hey,
in all its bunny ear glory. Love it. It looks like Peeps.
It does.
It looks a bit like a Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, excuse me. Steyr, there's a new model from Steyr. Funny enough, for Andertons, they're normally really good with photos.
That's a terrible photo.
Yeah,
that looks like a warrior. That looks like a warrior guitar.
Oh man, I forgot about that brand.
Look where the tone control is. That is the most crazy place. Look at the.
Yeah.
In case you want to adjust the tone, we put it in the back of the compartment.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. But it's 629. There we go.
Awesome.
Man,
you're not going to this.
What's that?
You're not going to discuss the video I sent you.
What was that?
Oh,
from the other one from the other day.
Hold on. Where was did you send? When did you send it?
What was it? 2 days ago? 3 days ago?
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
I remember him sending it, but I don't remember the video.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not.
What was it? Can you remind me what it was? Sorry, mate.
It's the lava amp.
Oh,
wait, what's his face?
Yeah.
Let's put that. Let me find it. Hold on.
Mr. Cat Food.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. Jordan Rude. Here we go. Hold on. So yeah, Vinny. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is terrible. I don't even know if it's going to play. If it will play.
You might as well just blame it on me, because if I lose subscribers, I only have 3 anyway. So you know.
I'm not going anywhere, Vinny. So
Thanks, man. There's only 2.
James, can you play it? Because you'll probably be able to play it. I'm not sure that. I might be able to. If
you
I
should be able to. You've got access as well.
Yes. No. I think. Yeah. With me, it's slightly different because I have to then choose different inputs and outputs.
I'd have to do it from a. Can you put the link in the private chat?
No, don't worry. I think I'll give it a go. Let me just switch on my. Let's try this. Okay. Let me get back to.
Just like mission control. Mission control at NASA.
Share screen again. Sorry, guys. This is. Here we go. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
See the screen. Okay. So
very powerful. It can be a. Hey everybody, Jordan Rudis here. I'm here with.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
You can hear.
Lava Studio. It's so much more than an amp. Very powerful. It can be your best friend in the studio. It's got a 13-inch screen and it's fully adjustable, so you can bring it down all the way, you can bring it up. The track I just played actually uses these presets I made. You can go in here and choose from a variety of backing tracks. Of course, you can choose your sound for each one. Now, let's say I'll choose this and see that will bring it The studio also features a DAW, which is really cool. Started to work on something before.
So there we go. Should we stop it there?
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
I like the first. I like the first.
And switch your sound back. Sound back as well.
I think that's it. I think I pushed the right button. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. So basically, yeah, that was it. I mean, so James and I have this joke all the time that Jordan Rudis would, endorse anything.
He would endorse cat food if he thought there was something in it for him.
He would. He definitely would. So Jordan Rudis is obviously getting involved with the Lava Studio. The funniest comment was, sounds like my grandma's transistor radio, which is not the best.
It didn't sound good at all.
No.
When I said there was a product called the Lava Studio, my kids said, "Is it by Steve?" And I went, "Steve? Yeah." And they went, "Steve's Lava Studio," because there's a song from the Minecraft movie by Jack Black called Steve's Lava Chicken.
Oh, God.
So, and I went, actually, they could, if they called it Steve's Lava Studio, that would have been way cooler.
I'll be honest. The weird, I don't know what it sounded like coming out to YouTube, but coming across, you lose a little something in the audio and it's a little phasey and does some weird things. It sounded better being degraded than it sounded when I listened to the video initially. It sounded cooler with all the weird issues than it did when I watched the video.
Yeah, another one popped up in my feed today with some girl playing. I don't know who she is, but it sounded just as crappy. And even the audio, the commentary audio sounded like amateur night big time. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening. That's his signature model Strandberg, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Like we say, he didn't endorse anything, mate.
It's got like a little wizard guy on the 12th fret.
Yeah.
I mean, I know lots of people who learned new skills during COVID. I know lots of bass players who became really good guitar players. And obviously that was his thing, to become a guitar player, to be able to take on his muscular boss. But I just think you're known as a phenomenal piano player and keyboard player. It's a bit like, what was the brand? Oh, it was when, what's his face? Did the endorsed the singer with a guitar from Steel Panther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chapman Guitars endorsed the singer
and the drummer.
I'm like,
yeah, it's a bit weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Jordan Rudess is a phenomenal musician, and you can't take that away from him. But at some point, you have to have some kind of scruples or marbles or morals or something about getting behind every single piece of tech or whatever that's.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel authentic, does it?
No.
Yeah,
it sounds it's so bad.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great, does it? It doesn't sound great. Okay, and I'd love to get my hands on one. I'd love to.
They're never going to send us one now.
Well, I just don't understand. Like some of it, I don't get. Like, look, the screen folds down flat, so you can't see it at all. Okay, cool. Why?
This fully adjustable screen.
Right.
We've had hinges for the last 7,000 years. I don't know how long we've had hinges, but it's come on.
Well, and the other thing is, it goes flat. Okay, cool. But if you wanted to put it flat, then you would have to put it on the floor to see it. But then the speakers would be on the floor, and you're not going to hear it right. So, what is the point of that? I don't understand.
The whole thing doesn't make sense. It's almost like they didn't go to, they didn't ask people if it was a good idea or not.
It's a solution looking for a problem.
They asked a bunch of engineers if it was good. They didn't ask any musicians if it was good.
It's cool. I like it. I like the idea of, it looks aesthetically great. It's just practically it's crazy.
I hope they're at Guitar Summit. And I'd love to be really blown away by it and go, this thing sounds amazing. I'd love to be.
I would too.
Move on.
I genuinely hope you're not.
Michael says, wait, I didn't mean Vin's and arse. I mean the guy complaining that technically not a left-hander.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even look at it that deep, Mike, so I wasn't looking at it that way. So don't worry about it.
I did apologize more. No.
Let's go. Petrucci plus Mystic Dream equals women in the chat room. He's obsessed by women in the chat room, isn't he? Yes, they will. Ouch.
Hey,
Mario. Hello, mate.
What's up, Mario?
Said, Mario from Tube Workshop. He says, "Hi guys, how's it going? Ready for Guitar Summit?" Oh yes.
How's my amp? How's my amp doing?
There you go.
I'll let you know when it gets to me.
Yes.
Pet. Hello, mate. He says that Bruce Willis quip was fantastic. I'll throw a wig on and come next week incognito floss and press those shirts press those shirts next week, gents.
Yeah, the reason why I came up with that is I used to have a boss that used to say, he would say something like, "Oh, you don't want to piss Vin off. He's going to go all Bruce Willis Nakatomi Plaza on your ass." He used to say all the time. He's like, and you just make fun I had no hair,
First time I ever went to NAMM, I got asked to go out for Avid really, really last minute, and one of the to say thank you, my boss, we went out for dinner in this really cool place, and on the way back he said, we'll do the sightseeing trip, and he went, "What's so special about this building?" And I went, Nakatomi Plaza, because it's literally there in downtown LA.
Oh really yeah, cool. That's right.
Thomas, I have the Godan XTSA and the GR55. Still trying to get my head around it.
Godan loved to build guitars with MIDI pickups built in, so I'm sure those are out there. You can get them for a song.
Yeah,
great guitars. Yeah. Say that Emerald Guitars Virtuo is beautiful.
That's great.
I mean, really, really great guitar. It's just that MIDI implementation hasn't been changed on guitars in 15, 20 years.
MIDI hasn't changed in 15, 20 years.
Well, no, MIDI hasn't changed in 44 years, something like that.
There was MIDI 2.2.
Well, yeah. Oh,
never really happened.
3.5 jack instead of.
Yeah.
Never really happened. MIDI 2.0 never really caught on.
Okay. Toby, evening distortion into the front.
Evening distortion into the front or via the loop.
Try both. Loop sounds better and easier to dial in. Read about some potential risks to the preamp using a Silver Jubilee Studio with an Angry driver. I would say go in the front.
Yeah, I say always front.
Yeah, don't put that.
You're not going to risk the preamp. Let's just go ahead and put that out of your millions of guitarists at this point. Distortion into the front of the amp into the preamp. No damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Jubilee sounds great with pedals, and the Angry Driver's a good pedal.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite amp dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my Silver Jubilee when I had it, some overdrive pedals were almost like worthless even put in front, but some did sound good, and I would suspect the Angry Driver would sound good.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a Tube Screamer in front of mine, it sounded pretty good, and a Blues Driver. So yeah, you should be good.
Yeah.
You know, key is maybe dial back some of the drive on the Jubilee. Get the Jubilee to have that like breakup sound, and then get the sound you're looking for with the pedal engaged, because it gives you a variety of tone, and plus you might get a smoother overtone.
And I would do the opposite, and not just to be contrary, but to me, like Silver Jubilees, like they're meant to be that driven sound, and then you use a drive pedal in front to tighten it up.
Yeah, either way, yeah, great.
Yeah,
I've done both.
Okay, I'll put this one in because it's funny.
Steve Cassidy, Master of the Bananas.
I have no idea what that means, but it's funny.
This is probably a Gear Street reference. Toby, evening, gents. Meant to say, no, evening, Toby.
Yes.
Recorder. Rhett can't simultaneously love McGee and hate Fender Jaguars. Something's got to give there. True.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Lots of chat, lots of love.
Pedro, he says, Legend would look forward to that video.
Yeah. Lots of that. Yeah, lots of that. Boom, let's get to there.
Toby, any plans of reviewing a Collin guitar at all?
Collings. He means Collings.
Oh, yeah. Collings. Okay. So Matt Schofield had one of their 335 S models, the i35. Yes, definitely Collins then. Looks very tasty, punchy price tag as well. Yeah, it's like they're like a boutique 335 when they do other models as well.
Yeah.
Were you looking at a Collins?
Yeah, I want one so bad. It like there's a part of me that wants to like downsize by selling like, I don't know, 7-8 guitars and just buying a couple of Collings. The thing that stops me is a couple of things. One, just selling that much stuff all at once sounds awful. It sounds like a lot of work.
That is
Two, as amazing as Collings guitars are, and I just spent, a weekend at Fretboard Summit playing a bunch of Collings prototypes that they brought. Love the Collings guys. At the end of the day, as amazing as they are, my heroes didn't play Gibsons. I mean, play Collings. They played Gibsons, and it's still so hard for me to break away from that. Like, to me, this is what the folks who play the music I love played.
Yeah.
And so they still look right to me. Collings just look a little tweaked. Like the i35 is actually smaller than a 335, but not by a lot. But you can see it.
Yeah.
I just don't think that. I mean, they're obviously amazing guitars, and the quality's just second to none. But I would just feel they just haven't got the vibe, the vibe look, and I think that's basically what you were saying.
Yeah.
They don't look like there's something about Gibson just looks really cool and
something about Gibson makes it look like you're supposed to be playing a seedy blues bar with the smell of beer and bourbon in the air.
And if you're gonna buy that kind of coin, I would just get a Gibson custom shop Murphy Lab.
Yeah.
Dave, if we played a Portuguese gig, your lawn would die. Nice. JP, was wedding guests and same thing happened with the Ratum cover?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Oh, Rage Against the Machine cover. The bride's mum scowled, asking why they didn't censor it. Quit thinking, the front man replied. That was the censored version.
Very good. Yeah, we've got some of there. Let's just keep plowing on because.
Plump Power Peddler. Hey guys, quick question for Paul. I have a Vega Trem recently to fit my Tyler, but having issues finding anchors as the adapters are too small. Did you have this issue? Yes. Yes, I did. What did I do? Because I haven't got the Tyler anymore.
What do you mean? What do you mean anchors?
So basically, with the Vega Trem,
which I have mine here.
Yeah. So in the I've forgotten the model of the trem that comes with the Tylers. Okay, so it's who makes the trems? Oh god, my brain's
gone. Goto?
It's a Goto. Okay,
yeah,
it's a Goto. So inside it's got like these extra screws that go in. So how can I explain it? So you've got
you had a it's a 2-point trem.
It's a 2-point trem, but it's also got
6 screw. That's the difference in the model. Okay.
So inside the trem cab oh my god, I'm terribly explaining this. Where the posts go in,
the female inserts.
There's also another screw where the male insert goes in. There's also another Allen key with another screw that goes down as well.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what I did, but everything's in the packet. Everything that I needed was in the packet, or I used the James Tyler screws. I can't remember. I'm really sorry. I can't remember what I did. Sorry. So I can't help, but you've got everything you need. You've definitely got everything you need. You just got to find the right way around it. I know it doesn't help that much, but you've got everything you need.
Okay.
Chicago, Tim. Hello, mate. He said, picked up a TC SCF Gold Stereo Chorus because of your review. That's awesome. Any suggestions for a delay with stereo inputs? Have to be budget minded. Thought of an older TC ND1 Nova delay. Interesting.
They were great.
Yeah, that sounds
really
like a good option.
What about the Boss DD8?
Does that have stereo?
Yeah. Stereo. It's got even a route for an expression pedal too. I have one on my board. I think it's a great sounding pedal actually.
I don't know what budget minded means or where you are. I'm assuming Chicago, but the TC Electronic, since you're already in that camp, it's huge, but the TC Electronic 2290 dynamic digital delay has stereo input and output, and you can buy one used for $195.
Nice.
And you get that whole like rack 2290 sound.
Yeah, Henning did a video on that, and he like an hour and a half long one or something, and how how quirky it was, that particular thing. So if you're into tweaking and stuff, that thing Phil talking about it would sound probably super amazing.
Yeah.
If you're like me and only want to pedal with one knob on it.
What about the UA, the secondhand UA?
Oh, the Starlight.
Starlight's
one of my favorite delays on the market. Absolutely recommend, but it's a little pricier. Like still.
But secondhand, it's stereo in and out, and
$199. You can get one used for $199, $190.
What about the Halo? Isn't the Halo got stereo in?
Yes, it does actually. The Keeley Halo, the core, or the regular, either one.
Yeah.
How much are they?
You can get the Halo. I like the Halo Core more because it strips some of the options out, and you can buy one for $180.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'd advise against going to budget because you'll only, you'll buy cheap, buy twice. So it might be worth saving up a little bit, Tim, and getting what you want.
I would have a hard time trusting a stereo delay. Not saying there's not a great one out there. Below like the $150, $175 mark. I think that's about as low as you're going to go and get quality.
Yeah.
I
think I should have bought the Boss DD3. I think it is.
Love the DD3.
Stereo, and it takes out half the stuff in the DD8 that I'll never use. I think that's my biggest complaint about that.
Nice.
Now at this point, Vinny, stay sat down. He doesn't mean it.
What's he talking about?
Is he talking about me, or is he talking about?
I think he's talking about the yellow guitar.
Yeah. I can see where you would hate it.
No. He's talking about they're talking about the
new guitars, the new Petrucci's.
Yeah, the new Petrucci's.
Okay.
About the new Petrucci's.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
He's right.
And Steve says, "What's the deal with the cover plates on the Petrucci trems? Do they serve any purpose, or just for looks? Is it to protect Petrucci's sensitive palms?"
No, because Steve, the saddles still stick out forward of that. I think it's an aesthetic shield. It finishes off the shield look, I think, of the center of the guitar. I think that's why they shaped it that way.
It is weird. Yeah, it is a bit weird.
It does add some mass to the bridge, though. So, for whatever that's worth, if you're into that.
That's true. Rocker 534. I love the mirror. My favorite PRS for 17.99 is worth it.
Definitely.
Nectaria Salabate, he says, if you were a hired gun for a pop gig, some stage volume allowed, mostly clean tones, would you rather gig an amp or a QC plus FRFR? Interesting. Everyone, go on. You guys go first.
I think, say I'm not a guitarist first call. If it was clean tones mostly, I'd want an amp, but just because.
I'll give you a second. If I was a hired gun for this gig, I would play whatever the tour or stage manager tells me is the most efficient method to play the gig.
There is a certain argument to that. Yep.
That's a very professional.
Remember all that crap Steve Howe you had to wear when he would tour with Michael Jackson?
Steve Howe toured with Michael Jackson. Steve Howe from Yes.
Greg Howe. Sorry.
Greg Howe.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And let's not talk about what Jennifer Batten had to wear.
Yeah, he had to wear all that crap that Jennifer Batten was wearing when he took over for her when she split off.
Did he?
So he had the light up wig, the whole thing,
the gimp mask, the whole shebang.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this footage.
I didn't even
look at it.
I didn't even know he did Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah, he tells a story about it too. It was like a last minute thing. He had to learn all the stuff by like in a day or two. He was listening to all the tracks on the plane on a Walkman.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then he got there and he said I skated through the rehearsal, like getting it down. He says I felt like, oh my god, I got all this done. And then they told him, he was talking about this in a clinic, and then he said, yeah, now let's work on the choreography. And he was like, because he had all these maneuvers he had to do while he was playing all that stuff and wearing all that, all the like a light up thing with the power pack, a whole bunch of stuff. Crazy.
Wow.
So like Phil says, you do whatever they tell you.
Yeah. You play what the gig requires and hope they're paying you appropriately.
Yep.
Yeah, B&W Nautilus.
That's the ones. Yeah,
they're expensive speakers.
That's the ones that are cochlear shaped. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.7s. That's a nice guitar, isn't it? Nathan Martin says Friedman guitars. I've never seen one in person, but loved all I've seen played and reviewed. Any negatives I should watch out for, or do they tend to be great across the board? I'll be looking used. I don't think I've ever played a bad one. The only thing that I would say about the older ones, and this happened twice with me because I had two with trems, were, and this is a minimal thing, were that I found the trems had, when you played, there was a funny resonance coming from the trems.
The trems would ring. Yeah, that was really bizarre, wasn't it?
It was really weird, and it happened on both the Friedmans, the old Friedmans that I had, and you can change the springs anyway, so that would eradicate that. But the new ones that are made by Rock and Roll Relics, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I've owned multiple. I think 4 or 5 total from both factories. And Paul's right. You'll get a resonance from the springs. I changed them to the noiseless Floyds, and I also changed the arm out to the push-in Floyd arm instead of the screw-on collar one. So, but all of those guitars, the craftsmanship was great. The fretwork was great, and the pickups, their pickups, Grover Jackson designed those pickups. They sound fantastic, in my opinion.
They do sound fantastic. Michael, those are my Big Red Rooster headphones. Clemson.
Did Phil just fall out of the chair? I was paying attention.
I'm hoping that he's had a delivery. Clemson, he said, after a considerable amount of time auditioning amps, I bought a Magnatone Super 15. Very nice, mate.
Very nice.
It's inspiring and hard to stop playing. It also has a built-in load so the speaker can be disconnected. I hear really good things about those new Magnatones, especially the Super 15 and the mini one they've just brought out. Really Very good cool. things. Pet, whoever is that rich to buy headphones clearly isn't concerned about high fidelity. It's aesthetic bollocks for a sickening photo. Can you get them on Klarna? Very good. Jimmy Jackson went retro while Chavo went modern. It's true. Shahar Alamate, do you use AirTags? Just bought a small bundle. I do, but not for guitars, not to put in guitars. Yes, I do on my keys and that sort of stuff.
I do. If I have to fly stuff, if I have to fly flight cases and things, obviously you fly flight cases, but there's one in most of my flight ready rigs.
Oh, interesting.
Just so you can track them around the airport as much as anything.
Yeah.
And make sure they're on the plane with you.
So Hoodlum, now I'm sad that I bought those headphones after you guys criticizing they were way too gaudy. Came home. Well done, mate. Sorry, Jordan. Stay behind the keyboard. What's that about? What's going on?
That was Rudis with the.
Oh, I see. Yes. Rocker 534. It's an iPad already done. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's exactly what that is. And the iPad's better because you can take it off.
and surf the internet with it and play games with it and give it to your kids to do their homework and all that sort of stuff.
There's so many bad choices. Ben Van Geest. Vinny, sorry, I just got on. Could you show us your new Ibanez? You probably already did. Cheers. There it is. You can't miss it. Damn, that is so bright, isn't it?
At night, I put it in the bathroom so I don't have to turn the light on if I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
When you turn it off, does it still say glowing? Has it has it charged?
Yeah, I don't think this is the same desert yellow that was in the 80s. Some people say it is. I don't remember it being like this color. This has a little bit more of a
green tinge.
Yes, it almost has a green, like highlighter tinge to it.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know.
It's cool. I really like it. I do like. I completely get why you bought that.
I always wanted a Warmoth to try to do a strat for me like this, to build me a reverse body but right-handed routed. You know, yeah, nice. That would have been so cool.
Nice. Rich, sorry if I missed it, but have you guys done a video with the Tonex and VP4?
No, we haven't.
We haven't got VP4 anymore.
I'm gonna try to get a cheap VP4 if I find one used, and I'll do a video with it on the Amp 1. I think the Blue Guitar Amp 1 and the VP4 will be a killer rig.
I think it would be. I think it'd be a really killer rig, but I also think for the price difference, if you get an FM3, you'll be able to do more with it.
Yeah, but then I won't want to match it up with the Amp 1.
Yeah, you would.
It's just a mental hang up of mine.
Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying then.
Yeah.
We got excited. We thought your guitar had arrived.
It did. So I'm going to spare you the actual unboxing. Also, I don't have to risk doxing myself by putting my address on screen.
Oh, yeah, good.
I went ahead and took it out of the cardboard box. I wanted to make it was cool enough to open. Luckily, it is.
Let's have a look.
I traded off my R8.
Let's do this.
Okay.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to make Phil big. Can I do that? No, that's me.
My love of food has already done that.
Yeah. Oh, good. I was like, watch how you say that.
How do
I think Phil can make himself. I think Phil's got to do it himself.
I don't think I can. Can I? No.
There we go.
Look at that. There we go. There we go. Right.
So I traded off my R8 because I did not need 4 custom shop Les Pauls in the house. It is another Gibson, so cue the haters. That's okay. It's a case. It is a big case. So
big case.
It is a big case. So we're going to put this down over here so that I can open it without struggling.
Is this the first time you've seen it yourself?
First time seeing it myself in person.
Nice.
So, oh yeah. Let's look at that.
Oh, hello.
Ooh,
look at that.
That is pretty.
Yeah.
You like that?
So, yeah. This is the Gibson USA Marcus King 345.
Now, what's the difference between a 345 and a 335?
So 345 has three ply binding. I can't speak around the top. It also sometimes has gold hardware. It normally would also sometimes be stereo and with a Veritone.
Right.
Now the Marcus King, they took the Veritone out and it's mono wired. So you get the split diamond inlays instead of the standard dots or blocks that you get, or parallelograms that you get in the 335. You also get the crown on the headstock. Now, some of them have a split diamond on the headstock, but this one has the crown.
Mine has a crown.
I like it.
That is beautiful.
It's a beauty. I
like the bridge.
Yeah, so this is, instead of a real vibrola, it's got this faux vibrola. And it's actually a custom base plate. There isn't a vibrola underneath it. It's a totally different mechanism. So you can't even like retrofit one to it. So you don't get any of the tuning instability that you get with a vibrola. And if you want, underneath the custom plate, there are the sockets for a stop tail. So you could do stop tail on this if you wanted to.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
but
great.
this is fulfilling all my childhood Freddie King dreams, is what it's doing for me. So
you know what it also looks like?
What's that?
It's a dead ringer for the guitar that Marty McFly plays at the end of.
It is, isn't it? Look at the back on there.
That's pretty.
Nice.
That is real pretty. So yeah, I can't wait to get some time to play it. But now that I've done this, I actually have to go because I got to get to work. So y'all gonna actually get through some questions.
He hasn't got to do anything. He's just going to go and play his guitar.
Unfortunately, I got to go work. So, but I am very excited to play this tonight when I get home. So
good score, Phil. Mate. Lots of luck with it.
Yeah, and the neck is not as thin as I was made to believe these were. It's thinner than my 335, obviously, but because my 335 is a 58 reissue. So, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna go put it on the rack, and I'm gonna go to work.
All right, mate. Well, great to see you.
All right, Jim.
Pleasure as always, buddy.
All right, later. Bye.
Just felt back. And there he was, gone. Right, let's plow through these last few questions, and boom.
Pet, given the graduation of sound over YouTube, are those videos played from vinyl in someone's bedroom audibly better? And if so, how? If given the gradation sound over YouTube, are those videos played from vinyl in someone's bedroom? I don't understand what video.
I think Pet's being funny with the Jordan Rudess, the lack of.
Oh, I see. Well done, Pet.
I think.
Yes. Luke, hey lads, Paul. Obviously, we know your thoughts on Valiant guitars. What's everyone else's thoughts? Yes. What are everyone else's thoughts?
I've no idea. What might my thoughts be?
Great guitar.
My thought is would be nice if Valiant could send me one so I can demo one.
Yes.
I think we like them.
Yeah, Valiant make great guitars. More coming on that soon. Pet, give me 4 reasons why I shouldn't buy a Johnny Marr signature Jag. I'm the fanboy in me needs silencing. No, absolutely, mate. Do it. If that's the Jag to get, I would say.
Yeah, great guitar.
Yeah. Shahaba, with all the low tuned and 8-string guitars, why don't we see more 15-inch drivers in cabs? That's true.
It's funny actually. There's a couple of amps recently I've looked at, and someone said, "Oh, did you know they did that with a 15-inch cab?" And these are old amps. There was a PV Classic Blues something that everyone raves about because it was something like 150 watt through a single 15. I was like, "That's a bass amp, isn't it?" But no, apparently it was really cool amp.
I don't think the 15s would respond as fast.
No.
I mean, if you've ever played 2 10s and versus 2 12s, the 12s have a bigger sound that we recognize, but I swear that the 10-inch speakers respond faster. They have a different, how they flex is just different. I would imagine the 15 would sound really
flubby.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's why on a bass rig you have a 15
and 2 10s.
2 10s and a tweeter or whatever. For me, that's the ideal bass rig. Because you get that lovely bottom end warmth, but you also get the tightness and the punch of the 10s. Yeah. So arguably similar. You haven't got the real low end range of on a electric guitar rather than a bass, a conventional guitar rather than a bass. But speed of reaction of the cone is going to be slower just because of the mass of the cone, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Shahaba, he said you could combine them with the 12-inch. Yes.
Yes, you could. Or 2 10s.
Rocker 534, Halo by Keeley. Yes, good shout.
Yeah, and then Halo Corswin. Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Cassidy says, "Thanks for clearing that up, Mr. The Axe."
What did I clear
it's
up?
all about the
Remember.
Petrucci Trem. Petrucci Trem. Ben, he said, thanks, Vinny. The Ibanez is amazing. Too bad the original pick guard is not on the new model, but nice nonetheless.
Yeah, they should have
prefer
did
with the
that
pick guard?
too. Well, there was 2 versions that came out. The first series of them didn't have a pick guard, and in the second year, they put a pick guard on them, and it's a little short pick guard that just is on the, kind of like how a Les Paul Jr.'s got a smaller pick guard, and it follows obviously the contours of that whole thing. But anyway, yeah, they look cool with the pick guard. I thought that a black smoked mirror one would look cool on that, but trying to find somebody that's got the pattern for that, I can't find it.
Tricky.
Ali just got an FM3 turbo for £800. Nice. Looks brand new and need it for Sunday, but it comes on Saturday. Am I cooked?
You have a late night Saturday.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Just make sure you download the software, plug it in your computer. You'll sail through it.
Defo.
Michael, 345. That's to keep it, Phil.
I think they're right.
Phil and Pet says, I like how you guys pause and go and grab a guitar to show, whereas I go and grab a beer or a packet of crisps. Life needs to change. No, mate. There's nothing better than beer and crisps as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I love beer and crisps. Steve would love to see Vinnie and Phil's band rocking out the 345 and the Banana Caster. What would that set list look like?
I don't know. Maybe we could do a blues version of a King Diamond cover.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Luke, just thought I'd ask because I've ordered a custom Jupiter. Oh, nice. Satin transparent shell pink. Very nice. Ash body, chrome hardware, ebony fretboard, factory fresh. It's a little delayed, but I'm dead excited for it. Yeah, nice one.
Very
nice one, Luke. You'll love that. Yeah, those satin finishes they're doing, that Valiant are doing, look really great. Sorry, James. Cool.
That's all right.
Jeff, I won the Hall and Collins signature echo pedal at the Gardner Hallgate auction. It went for $380 via my absentee bid while I was in bed in the wee hours. With fees and shipping, it's a big purchase. Don't know the Hall and Collins signature echo pedal.
No, I didn't see that. I did spend most of my day watching it today. Between sessions, I had it open on my phone just in case something came up for a good number. So I'm playing drums and still slightly keeping my eye on my phone.
Right, just before we end, if you could give us a like, it would be amazing because, as I keep saying, we don't monetize this, and it does help a whole bundle, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
so
like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the normal stuff. But it's time for this.
All that sort of stuff.
Stupid comment of the week.
James, what is the stupid comment of the week?
It is this bad boy.
So the video was, should you buy a modified Fender custom shop? Not interested in overpaying for a fake guitar. No thanks. That's a pretty stupid comment, I would say.
What?
It's modified. It's not fake.
And surely it's a guitar. If it was a banana, then it's looking like a guitar. It's a fake guitar, but it's still a guitar.
Well, it's made by Fender, and then with parts changed out, it doesn't make it a fake guitar.
This is why every time I've ever had a custom shop guitar or a high dollar guitar like the Nick Huber or anything, I never change anything on it because if I decide to resell it, I don't want to hear it from anybody. So if I'm not happy with it, I just get rid of it because you're going to get that. It's just it's annoying.
And that was
Stupid comment of the week.
Last one, or last couple in, just because we can.
Keith, would a speaker cab with a thanks, mate. Would a speaker cab with a 12, 10, and 8-inch speaker work? Thanks for another great show. Cheers, Keith. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would work.
It would work. It might sound.
Why?
Skeptical.
Why would it sound?
Because the you'd have to get if you have 3 speakers in a cabinet rather than 2 or 4, your impedances would have to be. You'd have to have some in series, some in parallel to get it to work properly and balance up against an amp.
Okay.
And the speed of the drivers would be different across the sizes. That's generally why you don't have combination of speaker sizes in one box, because it's all to do with air movement and the way the cones move against each other. And
in hi-fi, there's crossovers involved, frequency crossovers and stuff because of that. So I don't know. I don't think it's I don't think it's a good idea.
There's nothing to say physically it couldn't work, and you might have just come across something that will be absolutely incredible. But my scientific gut says no.
Isn't there in the Jack White Fender amp? There's a 15 and a 12 or something. Isn't there? There's a funny mismatch of speakers.
Yeah,
going on in that.
But I'm wondering if there's some kind of divide between the two. If there's like a 2 different sections of the amp, so the air movement is. I don't know.
If it did sound very good and it was a cool idea, a bunch of people would be doing it already. That's how I look at it.
I'm sure someone would have tried that.
Yeah.
Chaz from Electric Galworks says, thanks as always, Rats. Have a great weekend, everyone. Cheers, Chaz.
We'll do our best. Last one of the night.
And a great show, all from Anton. Cheers, Anton. Right, we're done.
We're done. Thanks to Phil.
I'm feeling rubbish.
Thanks to Phil for joining us. Thanks to Vinny, my co-host, Mr. Drew, and this bloke. We'll be back next week with more of the same with our No, it's not. It's 2 weeks till Guitar Summit, isn't it? 2 weeks till Summit.
I'm going to be. I might be going up to Heathrow the night before, so I might be doing the show from a hotel room or from the bar at Heathrow. But we'll see.
Nice. So anyway, we will see you next week for more of the same. Stay safe, everyone. Have great gigs over the weekend, and we'll see you on the flip side. Night.
See you.